Now that my TRT is normal or even high, I don't think there's a single hour of my day where I don't think about anything sexual. Hi folks, it's Uranus, and in this video I want to talk about the 10 most critical mental signs of low testosterone. If you think you might have low testosterone, you definitely want to watch this one. Most men associate low testosterone immediately with muscle and cock problems, but the effects on mental health are just as big. This stuff dictates your life and can have a huge impact on everything you're doing. How do I know this? Because for more than 10 years I lived with the testosterone levels that would be considered unlivable even for a 90-year-old man. Basically, because of issues at birth, that part of my brain that commands the testicles down there, the headquarters, was damaged and my testicles went on a never-ending strike. I only started my puberty at the age of 25 years old thanks to hormonal replacement therapy. So for more than 10 years I lived in a mental hole. So trust me, I know a thing or two about living with low testosterone. Now, being deficient in the number one major hormone in the man can cause many different symptoms up here, but these are the 10 I struggled the most with. Now let's get to it right now. Number 1, brain fog. Without any testosterone in my body, I found it was always really hard to focus and to concentrate for a long period of time on a subject. For example, when I was in school or when I was in university, it was very difficult to focus on the lessons. Sometimes I was physically there, but my mind was somewhere else deep down in a black cave where everything is blurry. You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and you just can't focus on anything, your thoughts are not clear because you need breakfast and coffee? Well, it's a bit like that, except that it's permanent. So focusing on something is really difficult because you do not have that mental clarity. The only times I had some form of mental clarity was when I was drinking coffee, and I used to drink a lot of coffee. The only problem is that it's not a good solution on the long term because after a while it stops working anymore. I would also have memory issues and I would easily forget something, although that still happens to me sometimes. What was I talking about again? Number 2, anxiety. Anxiety has definitely been a major problem in my life when I had low testosterone. Sometimes it would be so bad and crippling and I would even refuse to go out or go to social activities because I would have panic attacks. I was very stressed and sometimes for absolutely nothing, and I never really had that sense of well-being. It's almost like you can never enjoy the present moment because you're always thinking about what is coming next and you're always tensed. Number 3, libido. Come on, you already knew this one was coming, right? I discovered what a libido is in my late 20s when I was on hormonal replacement therapy. Before that, I never had that feeling of need. You know, that feeling when your partner walks out of the shower butt naked and you just want to eat her alive. If you know, you know. When your testosterone is low, you just don't think that much about sex anymore. Your genitals are there, but it's mostly just for primary functions like peeing. Now that my TRT is normal or even high, I don't think there's a single hour of my day where I don't think about anything sexual. Next point, depression. Depression is certainly a major issue I suffered from when I had low testosterone. It's like having this constant fog of rain hanging above you. If you have suffered from depression in the past and now you have low testosterone, your depression is likely to come back and bite you in the ass once again. It's like your mind is constantly trying to fight itself. On the outside you look totally fine to other people, but on the inside you're losing half of your energy fighting negative thoughts. With low testosterone I could stay in a negative state for days. Now that my testosterone is normal, I still have those moments where I'm feeling down, but I never stay in that state for more than 1 hour. In my opinion, and I have witnessed this in my own personal life, many people who suffer from low testosterone are being prescribed antidepressants instead of treating their low testosterone. I've seen this with my own eyes, and the thing is, antidepressants will lower your testosterone even more, so you can really get into a negative circle and your mental health can really suffer because of that. Which brings me to my next point, low self-esteem and low confidence. Low testosterone can definitely make you doubt yourself even more. It also makes you less competitive. You just don't care anymore if you arrive first or if you arrive in the rest of the pack anymore. Whether it's at school or at work, it's more difficult to speak up for yourself. When I had low TRT, I would also always be envious and jealous of other people's success instead of working on my own success. Which brings me to my next point, introvertism. Because of the low testosterone, I was less likely to go towards other people, and I was way more introvert. Unless I was drunk, I was more of a quiet, reserved type of person. Sober, I would be in my room playing Call of Duty, but drunk, I could have all the fun in the world going to clubs or going to bars. These days, my social skills are much better and I don't need to be drunk anymore to talk to other people. With low testosterone, it's like your behavior towards other people is completely different. You might say something to someone, but you're actually thinking something completely different just because you don't want to say your own opinion. Number 7, motivation. When I had low testosterone, it was really more difficult to be motivated to do things. My physical and mental energy were drained, which would also make me procrastinate. I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it tomorrow. You know how it goes, right? Number 8, suspicion. When I had low testosterone, I was way more suspicious and thinking about what other people were thinking about me. Now, I just don't care that much anymore. I spend way too much time in my life thinking about what other people were thinking. I probably just spend way too much time overthinking things too, which is for me a sign of low testosterone. Increased emotionality. When your testosterone is low, it doesn't take that much for your mood to completely change. At the slightest thing that happens in your life, your mood can completely change. You're also more likely to be irritated by other people. This can also be because low TRT can lead to other hormonal imbalances in your body. Your testosterone to estrogen balance might be completely off and it can turn you into a living hormonal roller coaster. Last but not least, addiction. If you have ever suffered from addiction in the past, whether it's alcohol, weed, drugs, food, whatever it is, with low testosterone it's going to be much harder to keep that addiction under control. That enemy inside here keeps fucking you over when you're on low testosterone, unfortunately. So these were the 10 most critical mental side effects I had from suffering from low testosterone. If you made it this far in the video and you think you might have low testosterone, don't hesitate, don't lose time, get a blood test done. Not a test at home, keep your saliva for other purposes. These tests are not accurate enough. Get a full blood test. If you're not sure of what to ask for, I'm an active member of the testosterone subreddit on Reddit, and I put a link in the description towards a wiki that contains a mountain of information regarding testosterone, and it also contains a section with all the critical blood markers that you need to ask for if you want to get tested for low testosterone and the other related important hormones. So don't hesitate to go on the link somewhere down there in the description and to check out that wiki. I live in Europe and in my country most of these tests can be done for free. If you like this video and you want more information about low testosterone, I have an entire playlist coming up with videos just like this one. Be sure to check it out. Alright, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you think you might have low testosterone, subscribe if you liked my content, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Uranus out.